Hello tubes, this is Gav. Welcome to another one of my videos. Today it's a final reveal of the first of the Filar appreciation build that I've been doing for Filar Miniatures, a fellow YouTuber. This is a Historex 54mm plastic kit. It's a vintage kit dating back to the late 60s, early 70s. So it's got all of the like foibles of that type of era. You know, the fit's not fantastic, some soft moulding in a lot of places, but you just work with it. You know, I've added little bits with putty and just, you know, done my best with it really. I decided to give it a backdrop just like as a bit of context. Added a little Tamiya 1:35 scale dog there, who can be a full-grown dog or a little pup, whatever. Just a blue foam base. I should have been more tidy with the blue foam because unfortunately it's a bit wonky. But well, it's the front that you're actually looking at, you know, not the side. So yeah, it's white plastic. Obviously I've got a whole series of videos on this if you're fresh to this one. The only thing we're doing backdrops are, obviously it does mean that you don't always get to see all of the figure properly, but I just thought it added a bit of context, you know, to what I wanted to show. As I say, he's a Imperial Guard Grenadier, I suppose you can say marching order. I added some putty at the end there. That, you know, again, it's of its time. You have to do a bit of work with it just to get the best out of it. But no, I'm very happy with it. As I say, if I'd maybe was a bit more braver, I could have made some cuts to the arm and remolded. You know, the arms is quite wooden, if that makes sense. So I've tried to pose him. I had to re-putty the neck because I posed the head to one side because I was trying to show that he's talking to somebody off camera, if you want to put it that way. And he's just, you know, he's just saying like, you know, come on or whatever. You know, he's just, his arm has to have, there has to be some reason why his arm's like that. I did think of him calling on the pup, but the base would have to be bigger then. I did think of having the pup going that way. And the only thing that I didn't really think of when I posed the figure is he's obviously all this side, so you're not going to really see the face unless you do that. You know, probably maybe if I'd have had him posed this way, it might have looked a bit different. So Phil, you've been a great support to me, literally from the old days of my blog, and then obviously video blogging and whatever on the YouTube, and you've always been there with a kind word for me, and it's never been forgotten, and it's always been appreciated. So thank you very much, Mara. You know, it's people like you that make it worth doing things. So thank you very much. Yeah, that's a bit lousy up there. It's all blue foam, and I just had some offcuts and a broken piece. I just said, I don't think, I'm trying to think of our own like medieval and older houses with the, you know, obviously we have lots with the wooden battens, frames and stuff, and I'm not sure if they'd put one at the bottom particularly. It was going to be like a masonry type thing at the base, and I didn't really think it would work, so I ended up just using the broken piece and saying, you know, a bit of wood broken off there. But overall, as I say, it's just there to give a bit of context to the figure, really. So there'll be some photographs at the end, as always, and I'm just going to introduce this second part of Phil's build, which I started. I want to get these now. He's a bit bright, eh? Compared to both 54mm. I did think I measured them at some stage and they are. He's a lot skinnier. But he has been done in a lot of game colours, this one actually. I was trying to just see what his practice, just see what he looked like with it pushed up a bit more on the colour wise, you know, so it's not so dull. I don't know what it's looking like. Through the camera it looks like neon blue, which in fact it is actually electric blue on some of it, but when he's just normal, we'll see what a couple of photographs do. He's not as neon as it looks. I had to stick a spur on of my own making. It's either been lost somewhere over the time, or I've broke it off at some stage. So he'll have a red cartridge box and that and on there. This figure's actually taken from an Osprey book. If you put, I don't know if it's Napoleon's Light Cavalry or Napoleon's Hussars, but if you look on there, you'll see this very same figure as an Osprey, and it's actually in the painting instructions. It actually has the Osprey stuff on there. You can still get this figure from Historex agents. Both these figures were given to me by JC, subscriber to the channel a while ago. I'd sent him a figure, and he was kind enough to send some down. And these two were one of both these two were things he sent to me. So thanks again, JC. All this will be gold braid. He's wearing overalls, so there won't be the usual Austrian knots, as they call them. So all the braid down the front that you'll see on the dress trousers. This will be gold down here. Gold buttons, I think. Gold braid there. And so we'll go for red. I think it was red that he's got on the thing. I'm not even particularly following their instructions. I've only just found them again, actually, moving some paintbrushes. But obviously another pop. It comes with two head options, one with it bandaged, something like that, and you get a tree stump he's going to be leaning against. I can't reach it at the moment, and he's got his shako that fits near the tree stump with his gloves in the top. It's very well done, actually. Again, though, all these figures you can get from Historex agents still. They still sell, funny enough, Historex figures, and this is a. I can't, off the top of my head, I can't remember what the figure is, but he's on their site anyway. They didn't do many of them by the look of it, but this is one they did do, and so very nice. So let's just put these two back. I'll say be a couple of photographs on at the end, and thank you very much. And please go. I'll have Phil's channel in the description. Please go and check Phil out. He loves his military history. He's a war gamer, and he's very supportive of everybody else's channel, so please go and check him out. I know he'd appreciate it greatly. Thank you very much, and we'll catch each other soon on another video.